Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. In today's video guys, we'll be working here on this Porsche Cayenne and we're going to go ahead and show you how to remove and replace the intake manifold, or if you need to remove the intake manifold, we'll show you how to do that. So this is the 4.5 engine, this is your intake manifold. Stay with us, we'll do that. In the meantime, we have more than 200 videos taking this car apart, so please give a thumb up guys, subscribe to the channel for more videos. And let's go ahead and start on it now. You can see that the engine is uncovered already, the dust covers are removed. If you need a detailed video for removing them, it will be on the channel, but it's super simple. So today we'll cover the intake manifold. Let's start on it. So all the parts and tools that will be used in this video, you can find them in the description of the video below. So now we need a torque sturdy bit. Okay, this is a torque sturdy bit, and let me explain how you remove those plastic bolts here and the one on the also on the air box right there. Now most people will break those and I'll show you how, and you will not even suspect that yours were broken probably. So as you can see, on top of this bolt right here, there is one dot. This dot right here. So this dot guys, needs to face this way in order to be able to pull it out. Usually when they're locked in place, it will be placed like that, opposite. Then you have to turn it this way, you can see that white thing of the plastic, where it's a little bit wider than the rest of it, that's where it needs to face. The same will apply to this one here. And for this one, the easiest thing will be to actually, disconnect the throttle body cable here. So it's not in the way. I'll leave it like that. And you can see it's already where it's supposed to be. When it's locked, it's like that. And now we need to bring that dot here to the white part and see what will happen. Now stay with us to show you about the airbox, because that's a very tricky situation too. Now there is one tooth on the bottom side that goes in that white opening. Now that tooth will break if people are not careful, so you need to make sure everything aligns, and after that all you have to do, grab it with the pliers and just pull it straight out without twisting. Our tooth is broken, that's where it was supposed to be. It's not there anymore because somebody messed it up. Now the same thing we do to this side here. This one got stuck a little bit, so let me make sure that it's situated where it's supposed to be. I see that thing actually on the bottom, that tooth, that it's bent. So somebody tried to pull it out the wrong way, and now that's going to cost us a little bit, because it will be stuck. So in our case I'll have to move it a little bit left or right until it goes in the canal, and it came out. You can see this tooth, half of it is still good, half is not. So you need to make sure that this little bitty tooth, right here guys, check it out, this little bitty thing goes in this canal right here. You can see how we have the two canals, otherwise you'll not be able to pull it out. Now the same thing to the airbox right here, but a little bit different location. Now you can see when they're locked in place, that's how they face forward. Now we need to bring that dot here to match this dot on the back side, over here. So we'll just turn it like that, and the same thing to this one here. Perfect. Now let me see if I can pull those guys out now. Check out the tooth on the bottom, this one is still good, and one more on this side. Need to situate it exactly where it needs to go. If it doesn't come out, Okay, don't break it, you need to move it a little bit. Something's not aligning. Okay, so eventually, okay, it comes out. Okay, this is this one here as well. Now, need to go to this side now. Okay, and we need to do the same thing. Now you can see the dots are on the back side. Okay, right here. So I'll turn them to align this with the dot there. And this with that dot. Okay, we'll need to go ahead and pull them out now. Okay, this one came out easy. One of them always tend to get stuck for some reason. Okay, so this one came out too. You can check it out here now. How you disconnect the mass airflow sensors? Okay, now right here, that connector. First step will be push it in. Okay, you need to push it in so you release the pressure right here on that tooth. And after that, while you're pushing in, push that tooth back and pull it out, guys. You can see the tooth is inside, right here. Same thing to this side, but the tooth is on the bottom, so you cannot see it so good. Okay, but that's what we do. And now, okay, we have one vacuum hose underneath that we need to disconnect here. You just squish. Okay, let me explain it here quick. Come to show you with the camera. On that vacuum hose right here, you need to squish those two things in and pull it out. Okay, just like that. So now, with Torx 30, we're going to remove a few bolts. Okay, that wire here, we already disconnected by removing the intake. You saw that. Okay, second bolt. Okay, now we should have two more on the bottom. So those we will not be able to reach with the impact. So quite a few videos, guys, will be made on that Porsche and other cars as well. The plan is probably to upload 3-4 videos every day, tutorial videos to help you with cars as much as we can. Okay, second one right there. Alright, perfect. That's all 4 bolts so far. Okay, that metal plate. Okay, it's holding that rubber bushing there, so we need to just spread it out. Okay, perfect. This one will come out. That's the gasket here now. We have to be very gentle. Okay, and this is the throttle body out of the way now. So next step, we need to remove the secondary air pumps. Okay, both of them. Because we'll need to remove those covers here so we can get, okay, those hoses out of the way. Perfect. 3 bolts with Torx 40. We pull the pump out. We need to remove the pump all the way. You have 2 options. You can remove it all the way, just disconnect the hose and the wire, and it has, I believe, 1 clip. Or you can leave them hanging on the side. It's up to you. we're working on the second one now. So now with Torx 30 we need to remove 4 bolts for each cover. Okay, we just dropped our bit. Okay, we picked our bit, got it loose. So now we'll try to go by hand. We need to do that to all 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3 and 1 right there. And this one we'll need to pick the secondary air pump out of the way like that so we can remove the bolts. That's how long they are. Okay, just 3 more to go on this side. So those we can actually do them with our screwdriver probably, with the power screwdriver. The last one I don't think we'll be able to get it in there. All the tools and parts, guys, again, you'll be able to find them in the description of the video below. Okay, perfect. Now, this pump, we'll be able to push it down a little bit, but now you grab that thing, okay, one person will hold the pump up. He has a few clips, okay, and this cover will come out, okay, just like that. And that's where your ignition coils and spark plugs are located as well. So we'll do exactly the same thing on this side now. We need to remove the 4 screws on this side now, and we'll be able to remove that cover as well. Okay, right here we'll see how we can get in there. The last one is a little bit hard to get to. Okay, perfect, got it loose. Now we'll remove all 4 and we'll proceed with the next step. Okay, we will lift the pump up. Now this one, he has a few clips again. Okay, this one now. This one should slide out, but I couldn't get the clip up. Okay. The one on this side as well. Now guys, we'll need to remove that bolt for the top engine mount. That way we can pull the cover out, otherwise it's not going to work. We'll be using a triple square socket. It's made mostly Volkswagen and Audi and Porsche uses that, so it's the VAG group socket. It's called triple square. You can check it out in the description of the video below. So we're going to go ahead, okay, and remove that bolt now. Okay, you can see pretty tight bolt actually. So 16mm socket on the back. Okay, careful not to drop the nut. Now we can go ahead and pull that bolt out. Okay, this is the bolt, pretty long bolt. Okay, we can move this thing up a little bit, and now we can go ahead and remove our cover out of the way now. Okay, here it came out. Okay, now it's holding under that bracket a little bit, so let's see if we can slide it out without causing any damage. We probably need to go this way a little bit. And if you don't want to do that, I'll recommend to actually go ahead, okay, and pull that bracket out of the way for the pump if it's heating too much. Okay, it's out. So now, okay, right here, that hose, we need to push down on it, squish both parts in. Okay, and pull it out. Okay, like that. It's a little bit stuck, you can see. Now we need to open, okay, that connector here. Okay, like that, and take it out. The same connector on this side like on the other one. Squish both parts in, pull it out. Okay, let me get the hose out so we don't break it. Okay, just like that. So now, this hose will be next. Again, squish both parts in, pull it out. One on this side. This one is hard to get to. Okay, perfect. One more out of the way. Now if you're just removing the fuel injectors, we're shooting that for a video as well. You don't need to unhook that hose, but we'll be removing our intake as well, so we'll go ahead and do that. So this one. Okay, it's the same procedure like what we did earlier. So if you cannot reach on the bottom, I'll just press in with the screwdriver a little bit, okay, and it will come out like that. Now we need to get that vacuum hose up a little bit, okay, careful not to break that thing. We need to disconnect all the wires for the fuel injector. There is a metal clip that you need to push up, in, pull it out. Okay, check it out now. Okay, this thing, you need to push it in and then you disconnect it. So we're going to do that for all 8 of them. That's the downside of working on a V8. You have everything in multiple numbers. Okay, that's another one. Okay, let's see if we can reach this one now. Perfect. Now one more right here. Okay, on this side we're done. I'll be doing the same thing on this side now. One out, 3 more to go. I will not recommend to pull on the wires ever. I did it, but do not do it because you can damage your wiring harness. Okay, just one more to go here. Okay, and that should be all of it. Okay, like that. So now the fuel rail is under enormous amount of pressure. What we will do, I wouldn't recommend, there is a special tool to drain your fuel rail and you don't have pressure in the system. Wear every time eye protection, gloves, face mask because that gas can spill. You have a fire extinguisher on the side as well next to you because you never know what will happen, and avoid sparks and things like that. So what we'll be doing, we don't have the special tool, we'll get a towel, okay, and we're going to poke that thing in and release the fuel pressure that way. Okay, that could seriously hurt you, so do not do what we did. Okay, we got our pressure out. It didn't spray too much in our case, but you never know. Okay, perfect. Now we can proceed with the next step. Next we need to disconnect the fuel line right here. And okay, on one side is 17mm, the other one, we don't know exactly how much, but ours is, we got 3/4 and it works. Good for us. So I'll recommend probably it's a 19. Okay, this is the fuel line now. You have some gas leak, again, you have some fire extinguisher on the side. So now, with Torx 40, okay, we'll remove 5 bolts on each side. This one's pretty tight. So we'll do it by hand first. Okay, and then we'll use the little impact because we forgot to charge our battery. Okay, let's see if we can get to the last one now, which is a little bit hidden. You can see hard to get to, so let me see if we can reach it from there. Okay, so we got the socket in there now. Or maybe not. So we actually went behind the pipe and we were able to reach the bolt. We will get it loose all the way and we will proceed with getting all 10 bolts loose, and we'll show you the next step. So now we need to disconnect one vacuum hose. Okay, this one's out. So we need to disconnect that wire on the front as well, and let's see now if we'll be able to pick that thing up. Okay, perfect so far. We're getting loose on this side. Okay, let's see what we're hitting here. Okay, now leaves and stuff might fall in the engine. If something does, you have to get it out immediately, because if it drops in the valves, you're screwed up. So we have one vacuum on the back that we need to disconnect. We just saw it now, so let me go ahead and see what it is. Okay, one vacuum hose, and we have two things that we need to push in towards each other. Okay, once we pull that thing out, I'm going to show you where exactly it is. Okay, so this is the vacuum. You have two things that you need to squish in. One is here, one is 180 degrees from that. So let's see, okay, if we can pull that thing out now. Okay, the whole intake, okay, is out of the way, like that. And here we go, guys. So that's how you guys remove the intake. Every time you remove it, we'll recommend to get new gaskets. Okay, and we got our gaskets right here, brand new gaskets, because those will deform over time, and if you have a leak, okay, it can mess up your engine, like it can either really hurt or not even start. So always replace those gaskets. From that point on, installing it, everything else is in reverse order. We took it apart. So thank you guys for watching. Please hit that subscribe button for more videos, and see you guys next time.